What do we want? When do we want it? Well, ancestors fought obviously at great cost and sacrifice to themselves over many generations against racism and fascism. And let's not forget they achieved great successes, huge successes against racism and fascism, but we still have huge problems today. We have anti-Muslim prejudice, and that's been fanned partly by the war on terror and the scapegoating and demonisation of Muslims by the media, by politicians, by the far right. We have anti-Semitism, a poison, a cancer, which has persisted, of course, for many, many generations. We have black people stopped and searched in the streets. And at times of austerity and economic crisis like this, immigrants often find that they come under attack, they're scapegoated and demonised again by the powerful, because they know that if we're angry at each other, then we don't hold the powerful to account for not building houses, for not creating proper jobs, and for falling wages. So, these problems exist, but they can be fought against and defeated. We just need solidarity, defiance and confidence and hope, more importantly, a bit of hope. And we will win in the end.
Following up to his hero, Enoch Powell.
The mainstream media as a whole has failed miserably when it comes to particularly an accurate portrayal of life for Muslims in this country. When they appear in the media, it's often disproportionately as extremists and terrorists. The reality of life for many Muslims simply isn't there, and that has to be challenged. We have to tell the media that they have to give a fair, accurate representation of life for Muslims in this country, because Muslims feel under siege a lot of the time. They feel discriminated against, they feel attacked and persecuted, demonised, and that is simply unacceptable, and it's bad for our society as a whole. So we've got to tell the media a lesson, absolutely, and until we get more Muslim voices in the media, that's always going to be a problem. And the media often, because of things like unpaid internships, discriminates against non-privileged people, and that disproportionately includes Muslims, for example. So yes, we've got to keep organising and make sure we actually take on all forms of prejudice, including those fanned by the mainstream media.
We highlighted the cost structure of these organisations.
Well, Britain First are a pathetic, derogatory bunch of racists, largely rather sad individuals. But any attempt by racists and fascists to demonstrate obviously needs to be challenged and counted. We can't give them a free hand. We can't allow them to parade their hatred without challenge. And well, look, we outnumbered them by a very, very, very large margin. And I think actually that shows, solidarity and hope and love will always defeat hatred and bile. And they can do one, frankly, and they will do one, because they're on the wrong side of history, and they're gonna lose, and they're gonna lose badly.